Hello, YouTubers and all watch. Hope you're doing quite well. Doing periodical pickups video here, and under the influence of melatonin, I took one of these pills here, so it won't not kick in. As we let that kick in, we'll be doing some pickup items here. So if I fall asleep in the chair, don't worry, the medicine's working. So what we're doing here is talking about a couple of games I've gotten over time. A couple games are digital. I'm not really gonna mention those otherwise, but I pretty much honorable shout out to Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Really good game, solid game. I need to play more of it though. I've gotten to completed the end game with it with my girlfriend there, and it's a game that I just enjoy so much. At the same time, I want to keep playing it, but she, doesn't want to play very much of it. She doesn't have. I don't think she's very interested in the game. She mostly hooked me up with that for my birthday, so it was awesome. Um, but otherwise, that's pretty much it for that there. And I ended up getting a game called Samurai Bringers, which is a really good game as well. It's like $10. It's an indie early access-ish style game, but it's a cute little game. Has a Dynasty Warriors vibe to it, even though it's a Japanese themed game, henceforth samurai, but really cute. Has a bunch of roguelike elements in it. It's a really adorable game. If you haven't seen it already, I'll probably do some gameplay here on YouTube if I don't. I think I did do a gameplay clip of it already. Go look for my videos. It's there somewhere, probably. I can't remember. So let's go here and show the games here that I have physical that I've gotten in the mail over the time that we have been MIA for periodical pickups. First game here is Heavy Metal Fock 2. Again, Fock 2 is one of those solid titles that we pretty much saw come and go with the early 2000s on PC. Literally 2000s. Year 2000. So I had to double check the year. I was like, what year is this? I was about to say 2003 or something like that, but I was completely off. But yeah, pretty much the surgence of 3D platformers were a thing with third-person shooters on the PC, which was never a bad thing. It was always a good thing. You usually got some pretty good ones on there. A lot of people probably like, I disagree. I think that game's a pile of crap. But it's subjective, of course. But for me, it was like you had a lot of good ones on there, like Heretic 2. This one included was actually really excellent as well. It had some clunk to it, but it was not a bad clunk. I thought it was actually really solid. Been watching a gentleman by the name of Kilgore_Trout. They're on Twitch playing this quite often, and it inspired me to want to get another copy of it because I just been watching him play it, and I'm just like, damn, I want to play that game. And so it just sort of like, I got the means to play back these games on my PC, so I want to do it. And that's one of those few games I really wanted to get a hold of. So you're probably going to see quite a few of PC games pop up here in this video, so don't mind me. I'm just living my best neckbeard life. So next game here is, well, a game you probably never heard of. Sorry, burp came up. And that, of course, is Deathgate. Now, just came with the disc, CD case, manual, and a short story, which is worth a read. Pretty good. Now, this is a game I never personally played too much of. Again, the same gentleman, Kilgore_Trout, has mentioned this game a couple times and mentioned it. I was like, ooh, okay. Yeah, and so I wanted to check it out. And so that's pretty much where this came about. It was a summary of the whole entire story right there. It sounded cool. I looked it up. It looked kind of cool. Found a cheap copy. Grabbed it that way. And there we go. We're in this honeymoon phase right here. It's an adventure game, has exceptional dialogue and all that included. Very surprised this hasn't hit GOG or even Steam for that matter, and I'm shocked. Either way, I'm very shocked. But a really good game otherwise from what I've been lightly playing of it. I'm saving it for my stream stuff in the future, but really good. I need to get myself a proper case for it too. The books and everything like that, I might have to see if I can get like a lengthy kind of DVD case or something to somehow fit them in there. This is a classic for me anyway. A lot of folks probably going to disagree with this game even being in the same sentence of classic, but it's a gem nonetheless. And that, of course, is Star Wars Yoda Stories. Now, this game had like an overhead style to it. It was very much like Legend of Zelda if you wanted a good example. I used to play this quite a bit along with the Indiana Jones game. And it's not as easy to install rather and play on PC at the moment. I have to figure out a means of doing so and extracting it from the disc and play it on PC. Not easy though. But I'm trying to find a way to do so just so I can enjoy the game and just have a fucking good time. Next game here, which includes a steel book, was something I got for my birthday. And so this was from my family or my parents. And that, of course, is this actually really exceptional game. And I'm very surprised it's the multiplayer is dying. Because me, the multiplayer is really good. And I wasn't too keen on the last couple games and their multiplayer. But this one wasn't too shabby. And still isn't too shabby for multiplayer. It's actually fun. And as Halo Infinite, I ended up getting the steel book, which I'll show you the steel book here real quick. Again, that's the case. Steelbook. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous looking. It was included for free through Best Buy, so I was like, hell yes. The game was also very cheap as well, and it perfectly aimed around the same time as my birthday, so I was like, oh man, I want to get that game. And I'm happy I did, because this is like, definitely, I love this game to a bit, like just to a screech and crawl. It's just, so far the campaign is meaty. Like just starting off with the, you crash into a ship and all that, and you get this really intense combat going, and I love it. I mean, it's a little bit on rails, sure, but from what I've been looking at from lightly, because I try not to look at too many games if I'm interested in them. If I'm not too interested in the game, I'll just fucking watch somebody else play and be like, oh, okay, and if it ends up looking really good, I'll be like, all right, I'll pick it up and play it. Like, that's why I've been trying to avoid the Elden Ring like the plague, because I want to play that one really badly, but I'm waiting for a while till it gets a little cheaper. Whether digitally or physically or whatever, which is not going to for a while because that game's extremely popular. And it looks great from what the little tiny little bits of me peeking from the blinds a little bit to see what how it turned out, and was like, oh, did it turn out good? Oh, is it worth a purchase? Oh, I can't look anymore. That kind of thing. So it looks like I'll be very happy in the future once I get a hold of a copy of that game. And it looks great. So, but yeah, Halo Infinite. Playing it so far, I think it is really good. Like, it is exceptional. If you can find it cheap, whether on PC or on Xbox One or Series X or S, definitely grab it. I mean, it's getting cheaper and cheaper now. And if you didn't like the last two Halos, but you liked 3 and ODST and a few other of the Halo games, this pretty much feels like a throwback to those games, and it's a good thing. Like, it has exceptional combat, the gameplay's really fun, you get your usual skulls hunting as you can do in each level, and it has an open world style to it once you break past some of the honeymoon on this one, is what I've been told and what I've seen of. So it's a different kind of Halo game, but at the same time, it feels like you're playing 1 through 3, if that makes any sense. It has some modern quality of life improvements in it as well, and I'm really enjoying it, and I want to play it on stream, so I'm probably going to do so in May at some point. But again, a really awesome purchase, and this is another one here I picked up as well for the Xbox One, and you'll see the Series X, you think, oh, does he have an Xbox Series X? No, I don't. Luckily, these games play on both platforms very easily. And I got this one here, as I do apologize smacking you here my game. Yeah, serves you right. I ended up picking up this one here. I tried it out on the Game Pass when I had it, and that was Scarlet Nexus, and I liked it quite a bit. And I was like, all right, I'll pick this up when it gets cheaper. Lo and behold, it got cheaper as I beat you up again. But again, it includes pretty much just the game disc and a pamphlet to tell me to watch some anime, which I'm probably never going to watch until I play the game. And if I end up getting into the game quite a bit, I'll watch the anime. Makes sense. But comes just like that, basically. So no thrills, no frills. But when I played of it, I thought it was great. And I want to play some more of it afterwards. Install it on the old Xbox there and see what it's all about. But anywho, that is all I have been doing as of late when it comes to pickups. I am getting a big box in the mail pretty soon. Again, it's going to be like a bunch of what is it? Gonna be a bunch of loose discs, some strategy guides, and I'll do a boxing of that here on the channel. But otherwise, you're probably not going to see too many unboxing videos or any periodical pickups too often, because again, don't got a lot of money, so can't quite get games. Unless YouTube drops a bazillion dollars on my lap or whatever else, you're not going to see me pick up too many games often. You'll see me do some gameplay videos. You see those, plenty of those just popping up, but that's about it. But anywho, hope you enjoyed the video, and again, if you do, be sure to give the video a like. Tell me in the description which games out of the ones I've shown here today you've played or which ones you enjoyed. Take care.